Good afternoon, Colorado Springs. My name's Dylan Schuster, and I'm joined by...
I'm Tori Rick.
And we are interpreters in North Cheyenne Canyon Park, located at the Starsmore Visitor and Nature Center. You may recognize us from some of our school programs, or if you're out here during the summer, seeing us patrol and interpret the natural surroundings. But today, our mission is to bring the outdoors to you and teach you guys how to properly take advantage of this social distancing, or in this case, physical distancing, and how to best be safe during this pandemic in a natural setting.
So during this time of year, you can normally find Dylan and I and the rest of our staff here at Starsmore Visitor and Nature Center, where we do interpretive school programs. Among these school programs, children learn about nature, the environment, animal interactions, ecology, a whole plethora of different things. So, since we are closed currently and unable to do these programs in person, we are wanting to emphasize that nature is still open and help bring nature to you here in your home. So, as you can see, Dylan and I are following the parameters right now and the safety guidelines of being 6 feet apart. We are physical distancing. We are wearing the masks that the governor requests everybody to be wearing if they're out right now. And we wanted to emphasize the term physical distancing rather than social distancing because we encourage people to still be social right now. Still get out and talk to your friends when you can, give people a call, go out for a walk, but make sure you're following the same safety guidelines that we are right now. Alright, so to begin today, we are going to take this topic of physical distancing and relate it to something that we all know and love very much, nature.
Well, Tori, let's go show everyone what a social physical distancing hike is all about.
All right, let's do it.
Let's use nature as our guidance. So here we are at the bottom of the canyon at the Columbine Trailhead, but that's not the point of our hike today. Today, we are actually going to talk about the 4 essentials of life. So Tori, what are the 4 essentials of life?
So, for the 4 essentials that all living creatures need, the first is, of course, food. They need water, which we have plenty of here at the canyon, shelter, and the 4th and most important one right now for all of us is space. So space is something that not a lot of people think about when they think about the necessity of survival and living creatures. Dylan, why is space so important?
Let's kind of think about this in your own house right now. If you are with your kiddos, if you are a kid with your parents, you need space to move around. You need your space. If you're a teenager, you value your space. If you are a wild animal, you need your space. Everything here needs a space, not just for a habitat, but for a healthy lifestyle.
Do we need space for resources?
Always.
We already practice distancing and this concept of space as it is, and we want to talk to you guys about some animals that practice this as well.
Let's go on a walk.
So Dylan, we said we were going to talk some about animals. How much distance do we need to leave for animals?
Oh my goodness, it varies with the animal,
Okay.
but in most circumstances, I always use the thumb rule. So the thumb rule usually goes in a case where if you see a wild animal and you're able to cover it with your thumb, then it's safe distance away.
But if I'm covering it with my thumb, does it mean like this? How should I do it?
I always do it at an arm's length.
An arm's length?
Let's give our audience some thumbs up for their proper social distancing.
So if you can cover the animal completely with your thumb, with your arm stretched out, you are at a safe distance from the animal. Now, that being said, some animals that are larger require a lot more space than smaller animals. You'll probably be a little bit more comfortable with a raccoon or a squirrel 15, 20 feet in front of you than you would be with a bear. Now, animals like deer and bears, they need some more space, don't they, Dylan?
Oh, always. Bears, you always want to be about 150 feet away.
And for deer, you want to be at least 75 feet away. Now, if animals have babies, that can cause another problem too, right?
Oh yeah, there's a reason why we have that phrase mama bear. Mama bears can actually get very aggressive the closer you are to their babes, along with other animals like deer. Deer can get aggressive around their babes. What else can get aggressive around babes?
I think even people can.
Good call.
So right now, just like we practice physical distancing with animals, with wild animals, we need to be practicing it with other people as well. And this is going to keep everybody safe and make it so that way we can get outside a lot sooner and have these fun social programs again.
Let's think of other examples that might need social distancing. Shall we continue our hike?
Let's go. So here you guys can see this wild deer, and do you think I'm too close to it? You can still see its antlers, right? So this means I am too close to the animal and need to slowly back up. Never rely on the animal to move away from you. You need to move away from the animal. So now you can't see the deer at all, meaning that we are a safe distance. Well, Dylan, we're here. Now, is there something you wanted to ask me?
Yes, Tori. Actually, when we were talking about social distancing animals, what about, are there any other organisms in our park that might do that same thing?
Other organisms in the park? Dylan, are these trees physically distanced right now?
You know, Tori, that's a great observation. Yes, they are.
Are these ponderosa pine trees?
Very good. These are ponderosa pine trees. Now, not only does the smark smell divine, which I'm sure Tori will take her time sniffing this tree, but they are naturally pruning kinds of trees, so they lose their lower branches to prevent damage from fires. They have very thick bark, and they hate being next to other trees. Notice how all the trees in our park here, or at least all the ponderosas, are socially distant. In addition, if they are next to one another, they automatically prune all their branches so they aren't touching the tree next to them. Isn't that cool?
That is really cool. We could take a lesson from these trees. Well, just to reiterate, I want to thank you guys for coming out and joining us on our little interpretive nature hike today. To close up, I want to discuss the things that we covered in our video. So first and foremost, of course, we talk about distancing with animals and how different animals require different distances of space in order to be safe. Don't forget the thumb rule. We also talked about the ponderosa pine trees and how they like to physical distance. And then we talked about the 4 essentials for living things. Dylan, can you remind me what those are again?
Yes. Food, water, shelter, and space.
All right. So right now, all of us require a little bit more space than what we're used to. But that is completely okay. It's not a bad thing. The better we practice this physical distancing, the sooner we can get back to doing the stuff we love with the people we love, enjoying the parks, not having to wear these masks, and staying healthy. So right now we can't be there for you physically, but we are still with you in spirit, Colorado Springs, and we ask that you guys stay safe and give space.